Hello, we are live, we are live. Okay, welcome. Hi there, replay viewers. Hello, live viewers. Today we are talking about which steps next. Okay, so as you come on, I'm just going to get ready. Some slides. I've got some slides today. I know you might be thinking, oh no, death by PowerPoint, but don't worry, it's just a few. I have been so excited about being able to show you some visuals because that can help make a big difference in people's learnings. Okay, so just before I do that, let's just have a look at what is, just want to share this out, so if you can do the same, that would be awesome. Okay, so now I'm just curious, how do I do this without making it live? This will be interesting. Can I do that from there? There we go. I don't have to click into it. All right. So please share this out. The reason is I've got a mission to help as many creative people as I can to make the transition, the transformation, in fact, from from being a creative business owner to being a successful creative entrepreneur that is happy, healthy, and wealthy. So yeah, so just let me just do this. So come join me now. I'm live. Okay. And that is posted. Fantastic. All right, then. So let's have a look at what we're doing today. We're talking about what steps next. And the reason why this is so important is because there is so much going on in the world and so much conflicting advice. In fact, you might even be going, I don't know what I want to do next. Maybe you have got an ever-increasing to-do list. I know so many people that suffer from that. How do you know where to focus? How do you know what to do next? And so you may find yourself doing random acts of marketing or business development, and whilst it's good to maybe check into your intuition and your inner knowing as to what to do, you also need a bit of structure around that as well, or you might find yourself get taken off track. And this is the thing, is that we all have got the same hours every day, and in order to make the most of those, okay, you don't want to have all those hours on the scrap heap where the work you're doing isn't actually making a difference in your business. And if you're not taking the right steps for your business, that unfortunately is fairly likely. Now, the other reason why it's so important to understand which steps are best for you to take right now is because the numbers have to add up. You need to be able to make sure that your business is as profitable as you want it to be. And if you're not taking the right steps, then the chances are either your revenues could take a nosedive, or it could be, or it could be costing you too much to run your business, and then your profits aren't, there either. And if the profits aren't there, at the end of the day, that's what you're going to be living off. All right, so just a bit for those of you who don't know me, my name is Aaah Doyle. I'm the founder of creativeflow.tv. I'm a business coach for creatives, and I work with creative business owners directly and in groups, and sometimes with the teams as well. But I'm helping them to achieve their goals, okay, and doing it faster, more profitably, and with creativity that feeds their soul and fills their heart with pride. Because I know from working extensively with creative business owners that that's what you want, isn't it, at the end of the day? Okay, so let's have a look here. What I'm wanting to cover today is that in order for you to understand which are the best steps for you to take in your business, you've got to get absolutely clear on where are you now and where do you want to be. But there's different ways of looking at it. So here's one way of looking at it that I think you will find helpful. And you will see this on my website. And in fact, I've got a free resource as well that I will share with you in a few moments. Okay, so here's 4 stages of business growth. Okay, and this helps you to understand which kind of creative entrepreneur you are. And the thing is, depending on which creative entrepreneur you are, then the steps that you would take will vary enormously. So the dreamer is where you're just getting going. Now, for some people, they may be still in a day job and they're building a business part-time. And for other people that are in the business, they might even, I have, come across some people who still are in this dreamer stage 3-4 years down the line because they haven't had the right guidance. And so the thing is that, and it can vary enormously. Sometimes the people in the dreamer stage are very experienced business people who are maybe seeking investment for a new business. or it could be that you've been doing some stuff on the side and now you're looking to make it into a proper business. So your big challenge here is figuring out how do you structure and package and position what you do in such a way that you can actually make a living from it. Okay, so that's the first thing is, in being a dreamer, you want to get to the stage where you're making a good living from your business. Now, the next level, the worker level, is where you've got clients coming in. Okay, so you're beginning to get, more of a reputation. And in fact, sometimes I've worked with people who've been going a long time and they've kind of leveled off at this, and it can be incredibly frustrating because they are known usually to do good work by this stage. And they have clients, they get referrals, but they tend to be overly dependent on, networking, word of mouth, social media, and they've no way to grow their sales. Okay, and so the thing here is, how do you actually get to do that without having to clone yourself or kill yourself in the process? Because obviously that's not what we want. We want you to have a very nice balanced life. Okay, so then the next creative entrepreneur is the builder. Now, so this person has built their business to this level where they're now going to start building their support team or teams. Now, a dreamer or a worker could be outsourcing work to a freelancer. Quite often they tend to do as much as they can before they outsource, but in the case of different skills, then they will want to hand that over. Whereas a builder, what they're looking to do is they're looking to bring people on board who are actually going to help them run the business, not just deliver to clients. Okay, so it's more than, so imagine you had a video production company, and so they might bring on freelance editors, freelance camera people, but at the builder level, what they are wanting to do is to start, okay, well, maybe now I'm bringing on a salesperson, we have an admin person, I'm outsourcing some things to a marketing consultant or a business coach. So they're building that team around them, and getting to the point, because even at the builder level, even though they've learned how to grow their sales and scale their sales so they can run promotions and bring in bigger amounts of money in one go, then it still is completely dependent upon them. And if anything happened to them, the business would just go. So obviously you don't want to be in that situation. It's quite risky, really. And now some people want to stay at this level because that's pretty much what a lifestyle business is. But if you do, then please make sure that you are well sorted with savings and investments, just in case anything happens to throw you off course. All right. Now the leader stage, this is where they've got one or more in-house teams. So they might still outsource, but and use freelancers, but they have support teams and client deliverability teams. And so the leader doesn't have to be there in the day-to-day, the business, though quite often it is a bit of a challenge for them to get out of that. So, there are steps for them to be able to step back from the business, to be looking into the future at either their next business or the next ventures, products, markets, etc., that they want to take their business forward to. Okay, so I've got a free resource for you, and in fact what I will do is just copy this into the comments, and by the way, if you are watching this right now, please pop into the comments, what is it that you do, what do you, where do you think you are on this? And so I'm just posting this now. It's twirling. Here we are. Okay, so you'll see the link in the comments for you to go and take a free quiz. Now, this is not just it's not just a kind of 2-3 question thing. It's 7 questions. Okay, but it will make you think. All right, and when you get to the results page, the results obviously are different depending on where you're at. So, what I would be suggesting you focus on as a dreamer is very different from what I would suggest you would focus on as a leader. Okay, so that's one thing for you to do. And then the other thing I want to just quickly share with you before, hold on one second, before I go, is that I have, is it here? Yeah, no, I'll just do this one here. If you are in, or you suspect you're in the dreamer or worker categories, then what I would suggest you do is come and join me on this webinar that is, well, it's a workshop actually, because you're doing work as you go along, okay? So it's not just sitting there passively. And it's called Highly Valued, Highly Paid, and I've just popped the link for you into the comments as well. Okay, I have got to run now. So it has been fantastic to be able to do this here today. I'm here same time every week, Wednesday at 4:30 GMT, and it is at 11:30 a.m. EST. So come join me, and I will also share out a link of how you can register for this every week, so that you get reminders and you get replays and things like that if you don't want to be on Facebook at this time. Okay, have a fantastic week, everybody. I will see you again soon. Remember, go take that quiz and discover which kind of creative entrepreneur are you. All right, bye.